got to look at myself in this headband. I think I look like an eccentric pensioner. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, we got a little taste of how mean she was in Kill Bill Volume 1. And now she's back with more ass-kicking in Kill Bill Volume 2. Please welcome the delightful Daryl Hannah. I swear to you, you've got no idea. I started this show last August, and ever since then I've been saying, please, I really want Daryl Hannah to come on my show. Please, please, please. And I've seen you do all these other shows, and I've been going, why won't she come on here and talk to me?
My friend Tommy Lee was your co-host a little while back, and he invited me to come, and I wanted to come so bad just to play with both of you guys, but
you were busy.
I was working.
I know, but you did Jackie's show.
I did, yeah, and I feel a little guilty about that because he made me come with him to get a tattoo, and I didn't know if you would approve.
Oh, Daryl, do you know what? It's too late. He's been doing it far too long.
That's what I figured.
You know, he's covered. It's too late. But do you ever remember being in Nobu one night and we were there? We sat next to you.
Yeah, because I'm obsessed with your show. Okay, so I was like, me and my friends were like, oh my God.
No, we were obsessed with you, and I'm going to my husband, stop looking. Just stop looking. Just look at your food. And he's going, but I want to look. And I'm going, just go back this way.
But that's what we were doing because we didn't want to bother you because we're so obsessed with your show. And we just, I mean, I don't even watch TV, but I bought all of the tapes and I watch them over and over, and they just make me so happy. And I just absolutely love your whole family. And could you adopt?
Seriously, it was the funniest thing. Because we're trying to be like, you know, Hollywood cool. You don't stare at celebrities, and we're going, And I'm going to eat your rice. Stop looking. How funny that you were looking at us.
I just, after that night, I was like, I wish they would adopt me. I just absolutely
Because we were there with Jack and Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
My nephew is really good friends with Jack, and I'm afraid maybe a bad influence on him. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure not. I'm sure it's the other way around. But you know, I had Quentin Tarantino on the show.
Right.
You know, and
the
I had
crazy man.
Yes, he's wonderful.
Isn't he?
I had a fight with him. We did combat together, and he made me an honorary Viper assassin.
Very nice.
And he gave me the name of Cobra.
Right. This is one of the only snakes that we don't. Ah, let's see.
See?
I'm the California mountain snake. So,
well,
a cobra and a California mountain snake, you might actually kick my. Are you allowed to say ass?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My ass.
Now, Quentin always has his good friends in his movies. So you've been a good friend of his for a while?
No, I haven't actually. I mean, I met him really briefly one time for a movie audition, actually, and it was quite embarrassing because after the audition, I peed, and sorry, are you allowed to say that?
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so I had to go to the bathroom, to the loo, before my audition, and I had come out of the loo with my skirt tucked into my tights, which I didn't realize.
And toilet paper on your shoe, right?
One of those events, but that was my only meeting with him, and then I was doing a play in London on the West End, and one night after the performance, he just showed up in my dressing room, and I hadn't seen him for years and really didn't know him, and he's very recognizable, you know, and I just, instead of going, oh, hi, nice to meet you, I was so shocked that I was kind of rude, and I said, what the hell are you doing here? And then he told me that he was writing something with me in mind, and he told me just a little bit about it, and then 6 months later he sent me the script, and he'd flown to London just to see me in the play to tell me that.
That must have been such a great experience to just open your dressing room door and have him sat in your dressing room. I would have.
Yeah, I pretty much did.
Yeah, I definitely would. Now, all right.
I pretty much did.
To remind everyone, okay, what you were like in Kill Bill 1, let's have a little look.
I might never have liked you. fact, I despise you. But that shouldn't suggest that I don't respect you. Dying in our sleep is a luxury that our kind is rarely afforded. My gift to you. Hello, Bill.
All right, I want to know something. Does Elle have a horrible, bloody ending in Kill Bill 2?
I can't say that she actually has an ending, but I can't really give it away because, you know, that would ruin the surprise.
It would. All right, I won't push
But a
you
lot
on
of horrible
that.
things do happen, but they're really
To
from
her.
my hand. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing to other people. Oh, you're mean in that movie.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, Ozzy and I were watching Kill Bill again because we were in a hotel and it was on a movie channel just on Monday. And he goes to me, you know, I really relate to this movie in the scene that we just saw. And I said, how can you relate to this? He said, well, when I was in a coma, somebody could have done this to me. I'm like, excuse me, you are not a secret agent. You're not, why would any? He goes, well, it could have happened. Shut up. Gosh.
That's so cute that he has such an active imagination.
He does. He likes to relate himself to these situations. I'm like, are you nuts? So I heard that you got a great gift, though, at the end of the movie.
Well, yeah, in Volume 2, you kind of get to know my character and why she's just so heinous and evil, and she's also exquisitely cool, and I drive a black T-top Trans Am like the one that Smokey and the Bandit Burt Reynolds drove, you know, and I'm just so badass, you know, and they gave me it as a present at the end of the movie, except Michael Madsen, who's in the movie too.
Naughty Michael Madsen.
Naughty Michael Madsen, who luckily I get to do some damage to him during the film, but he actually got to the production office before me and got the good version of my car, and I got the one that never really runs.
No.
So when I see him at the premiere, you know what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, swapping the cars out. Definitely.
Tiger style.
We've got to go to a break, but will you stay with me to
Yes,
talk some more?
absolutely.
Thank you, Daryl. All right. I want you to tell everyone about the ring on your cell phone. Come on.
Okay, let's see if I can turn it on. Wait. That's Crazy
nice.
Train.
That's so nice.
Well, now I can't get it to go off. Go off.
No, it's fine. It can ring again. That will be fun. You can let it play. All right.
I like that they went through the part where it goes, I
like
they
that.
let it play through all that.
So when you first got to Hollywood and you were trying to be an actress, was it hard?
I mean, I'd been working pretty much since I was a kid, but I was really lucky because I was sort of oblivious to all of the creepy things that were going on around me, you know. But I used to be the only person that I knew walked around everywhere because I didn't drive a car, so I used to just walk from Hollywood to MGM Studios, which is in Culver City, walk all
You
all
used
over
to
the place.
walk all that way.
I used to walk to Beverly Hills for my meetings and things like that, and people always used to stop and pull over and go, do you want to ride? And I'd be like, everyone's so nice. No, thanks. I'd just like to walk. And it took me a while before I realized that everyone thought I was just a hooker.
Oh, would you? No, I'm sure they were stopping because you're so beautiful and everybody just wanted to meet you. Not because they thought you were a
But I
prostitute.
think in those days, people just didn't walk the streets unless you were walking the streets, you know?
No, people still don't walk here.
Yeah,
They
it's true.
don't.
It's
No.
weird,
Yeah,
right?
It is weird. It's really weird. Now tell me, of all the actors that you've worked with, what are some of your favorites?
Well, I'm such an old movie buff. Like, I really fell in love with the movies of the 30s and 40s, and I did a series of movies called Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men because I wanted to meet Walter and Jack.
Saw the movies.
And you just doesn't get any better than Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, Sophia Loren and Margaret and Burgess Meredith too. I mean, they were so incredible, all of them, and such great characters.
When you think of the talent that was in those movies, it's immeasurable. It's incredible. But okay, Sophia Loren. How gorgeous is she?
No, it's just not even to be believed. Even still, I mean, she's just one of the most exquisite creatures. And she's a big woman, too. You know, her hands are like huge. but it's very glamorous and elegant. And
she's larger than life.
Yeah, she is larger than life. And she's so beautiful. I kept singing all the songs from her movies, you know, when she was young. When I was around her, I kept catching myself, you know. And she used to, when I first met her, she called me Coco Pazzo, and I thought, that's so great. She has like a little term of endearment for me.
That's a nice name.
Except for it means nuts. because I found out later, but because at the time when I was making those films, I was living in a teepee, so she just thought that was the nuttiest thing, because she's a very glamorous woman. She would never consider living like in a tent.
Now, why were you living in a teepee, Daryl?
Well, I live in the wilderness, and I had a house that was an old stagecoach stop in the 1800s, and I was restoring it. So, and I live on solar power and off the grid and all that. So, but I was living in the teepee while I was restoring the homestead.
Okay. And no, actually, I've met people that live up in Woodstock that live in teepees, they love it.
They're beautiful dwellings. I mean, they had a fire pit, it's just like a kitchen part, a bed, you know, it was really lovely. They had it going on. They knew what they were doing with those houses.
Tell me about it. Well, I don't think that you're nuts. I love you very much. And I'm so happy that you made it here. Thank you. You can catch Daryl in Kill Bill 2, Volume 2.
Daryl Osborne.
Yes, and it's in cinemas now.